Blessed rising, soul family. Glorious, glorious rising to you all. Let me start today's message by saying thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for receiving me and these messages. I am so grateful and I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And if you're new, welcome to Soul Family Oracle, where I deliver messages from the divine, from the depth of our soul, from our ancestors and our spirit guides. Blessed rising kings and queens, gods and goddesses. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning and for your support. I am so grateful and I send out blessings to you all for every ounce of energy that you have put into this channel and into our growth. Today's message simply says that you are a rare experience. You, my love, are a rare, precious experience. And you have helped many more people than you know. The energy that you carry, the energy that you embody, this light that you walk in is such a beautiful, healing, inspiring light. The experience that you carry is a kind of experience that people crave after getting to know you, after experiencing it. You carry an energy that heals people when they experience it. It motivates people, it uplifts people. This message is for somebody who has done so much cultivation of their own unique energy and self. For somebody who has grown so much into themselves, but not into themselves in a negative way, but like grown into themselves, into self-mastery, gotten to know themselves, gotten to love and appreciate themselves. I'm hearing shadow work. This is somebody that has done shadow work over and over again. I'm hearing prompts. It's like you prompt yourself. I'm getting this, it's like you prompt yourself to do shadow work. When you're beginning to feel a certain way, or when you start to experience certain feelings and experiences, you one moment. Yeah, sorry. I just had to take something quickly. So yeah, I was saying the energy that you carry is such a healing energy. And I think, yes, thank you, Spirit. Spirit was bringing my mind to what I was trying to establish before I left about how is you've gone into yourself, into self-mastery, and you prompt yourself to do shadow work in the sense that when you're feeling some type of way, or when your energy begins to shift in a negative way, you kind of like stop, you pause, and like you prompt yourself like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Or why did I act this way? That wasn't nice, or that wasn't myself. Or why am I not feeling myself? Why am I feeling so irritated? Why? You prompt yourself and you bring your mind back to what's important. 0404 my timer. Exactly. You've created a certain level of security and stability within yourself that reflect in your expression on the outer world, in the 3D. Again, as above, so below, as within, so without. So it's like this energy that you've cultivated within yourself is so visible on the outside. And not only is it visible, it can be felt. It can be felt on a very profound scale and on a large scale. I'm seeing somebody standing in a group of people, and it's like just, it's almost like people not watching you, but watching you at the same time. It's almost like they might physically be looking away, but it's like their spirit is looking at you, and their spirit is mesmerized and just so attracted by you and your light. this, your energy feels like home is what I'm getting. You feel like home. When people come around you, they feel comfortable. They feel energized. They feel positive. When people come around you, I'm hearing unblocked. Something within them unblocks when they interact with you. When people are able to experience you and get to know you, get to hear you, get to listen to the word that you share, something unblocks in them that gives them a whole new perspective of themselves and their life. It gives them a clearer picture of how the life system is, or I'm hearing matrix. So for some, like how the matrix is and how they can free themselves from it, and how they have been subconsciously contributing to the matrix or the standing of the matrix, right? I'm hearing catalyst. You are like you're like a spiritual this was a message that was coming through also that I think I'm going to do separately later. But you're like a spiritual catalyst. You you disrupt the conditions and the foundations and the traditions that have been instilled in them, the negative ones specifically, and you empower the positive ones in them. You're being in your, it's like being in your presence alone. This is something that was coming through. It's like being in your presence alone is healing. When somebody is depressed or stressed or feeling down and like feel like they don't have energy and they come around you, after being around you for a while, they can feel themselves uplifted. They can feel their energy boosted. They can feel their frequency change and rise, because the energy that you carry is positively impacting. It's literally, I'm hearing magnetism. It's like you've unlocked this energy of magnetism within yourself that magnetizes people to you, good and bad people. But basically, mostly people that are in a certain energy are able to receive a change in energy. I'm hearing a change in life even. I guess that exactly, that's that part of the message that was saying that you have helped more people than you know. And you inspire so many people, so many more people. There are people that watch you from afar that are so inspired by you. They've never spoken to you, they've never interacted with you. And I'm getting some of these people might actually not know you at all. It's just like they just see you and then they just get so inspired by just how you are. And they themselves can't even explain, like it's unexplainable to them. But that's because the energy that you carry is so like magnetic that it catches people's minds, it catches their eye, it stirs their spirit, not just their eye, it stirs their spirit. It does something to them, but something positive. It's like you're like a walking medicine. You're like a walking medicine. When people have a dose of you, they feel so good and then they want more. They feel so good and then they want to do better. They feel like they have enough energy to do so much more. You inspire change in people. You inspire positive change in people. You're like a star in human form. You brighten people's lives. You put a smile on people's faces. I'm getting this was coming into my head like a few minutes after I started the reading. It's like you have this, I'm seeing like somebody, like walking into a crowd or a group of people and telling somebody they look so beautiful. You might be that kind of person. I am that kind of person. I have this habit of telling people they look nice. Like when I see somebody nicely dressed or like they're wearing something that looks so good, or they're looking so good that day, or they look so bright, or they have a beautiful bright smile. I go up to them and I'm like, "Oh wow, you look so nice," or like your dress is really lovely, or like I love your smile. You have a really beautiful smile. Or I like your hair. Oh, you look. I do it all the time. You might be that kind of person also. People may have told you, it's like, oh, I love to be around you, or I love to hang out with you. And some people might even hang out with you but not really like, be big conversationalist where like you're having conversations and discussing things. It could just even be like a very like chilled, calm, vibe where it's like you're just like sitting around each other and just like vibing and like, sharing a few chit chat here and there and just like basking in each other's energy. And just even this is healing to them. So people might want to be around you a lot. It's like you might be the type of person like people don't see you in a while, and then when they see you, they're like, "Oh, where have you been? I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, I missed you." And then for some of you, might even be come as a surprise to you because some of these people might not actually be people that you have been very interactive with, or people that you call like really friends, or even acquaintances, but just people that you've had a few exchanges with, or like, exchange greetings with and stuff like that. It's like you carry you carry this frequency that is so high. I'm getting this frequency is so high, 111 on my timer. This frequency is so high because you are, thank you, Spirit, you are constantly healing and rising higher in your vibration. You are constantly purifying your energy. You are constantly releasing and healing. You are constantly doing the work to shift your energy or maintain a positive energy. It's like for you, it's not really a matter of keeping a balance. It's a matter of keeping a higher level of frequency or vibration. It's not a matter of being balanced where it's like, oh yeah, I might do this and I might do that, but I try to keep it balanced so I don't go off, my vibration doesn't go too low. No, it's like it's more like if I'm going to be at a low in vibration, it should be around 70%, and the low vibration should be around 30%. Not 50-50. So it's like you're constantly 12-12 on my timer. Thank you, Spirit. 12-12, that's 1-2. 1 and 2. You're constantly bringing yourself into balance. You're constantly healing and renewing yourself. 1-2-2-2 on my timer. Bringing yourself, exactly. I was just speaking about balance. Bringing yourself into balance with the idea that you have as a higher vibration, with what you deem or you consider as a high vibration. So it's like I'm hearing for most of you, a high vibration to you is not 50-50. A high vibration to you is like in lowest vibration, like 70%. And this is because you are constantly doing the work, like that shadow work part. And this that you do is the reason why your energy is so healing to people, even just by them being around you. I'm hearing laying hands. It's like some of you can, oh, wow, wow. I'm getting this image of somebody like laying hands on somebody in their mind. This is something that some of you might need to explore, or this is a new ability that you're going to be unlocking. You're going to be able to heal people in your mind, with your mind. Like you'll be able to like envision people or visualize you laying hands to people. Exactly 13:31 on my timer, and you bring in healing to them. This is because you've purified your energy so much to the point that you have gained such power, because you've kept ascending and ascending and ascending. You have embodied like all the elements I'm getting. You've embodied all the elements. It's like you carry the essence of all the elements. And so you are so powerful. You're able to give of the essence of all those elements to people through your light, through what you share with them. I'm hearing word of mouth. It's like the word of your mouth is even healing to people. The word of your mouth is medicine. The word of your mouth is a new vibration. The word of your mouth is liberating. So you might be a speaker, or somebody might become a speaker, or you might have, I'm hearing a channel. So you might have a channel just like me. You might have a YouTube channel, you might have a podcast, you might have some kind of, I'm hearing Instagram. So you might be somebody that share, I'm hearing quotes, so like quotes and inspirational messages, or inspirational, thank you, Spirit, inspirational quote. on social media, and you might not realize, but there are a lot more people watching you than you know, and a lot more people that are inspired by you. I'm hearing for somebody, there was a time when you told somebody everything would be okay, and that was the saving grace. That was all the saving grace they needed. There was a time when you listened to somebody that just needed somebody to listen because they felt lost. Sorry. I'm getting, you encouraged somebody to speak up, or you spoke up for somebody. Thank you, Spirit. You spoke up for somebody. There was a time when you spoke up for somebody that nobody was speaking up for. Maybe this person was being bullied, or maybe this person was being taken advantage of by somebody that felt like they were in a higher position or were above them, and you stood in to help this person, or you stood in to defend this person. There may have been onlookers, but you were the only one to stand up for this person. This could have been in a scenario where you're a divine masculine, where you may have seen another man manhandling a woman, or you maybe, like abusing her in some kind of way, or being verbally abusive, and then you stand up to, not like aggressively attack the person, or like, fight back, but like, you know, basically tell the person to like kind of like back down and not treat the woman like that. And I'm getting, for some people, you may have been a woman also who has stood up for children and also for men. I, in particular, have been in a situation like that, where I stood up for a younger man who was like being, I wouldn't use the word brutalized because I think that would be extreme, but basically not being handled right by another civilian and a police. And I stood up for the person. And in the end, I mean, I got hit because at that time I used to be very hot headed, so in my approach, I was a bit too aggressive also. So in the end, I kind of like, go ahead in the process and blah, blah, blah. But the the point of the story is how, yeah, basically, so you may have had confirmation for somebody would be that you may have had some kind of scenario or experience of this sort or similar to this. And this part about how your energy is so powerful because you have embodied the essence of the element of water, healing. You have learned to heal yourself, and so you are able to heal others. The energy of water. You are healing to people, you are nurturing, you are kind, you are caring. Some of you might have a very like motherly nature where you like to cater to people. You like to make sure people are fed, you cook up something for them real quick. Like you make a whole meal when you're just trying to make something small just because you're thinking, oh, everybody should have enough to eat, or I just want to make sure everybody has enough food. You might be the type that will just like cook up a meal and surprise your family or friends with it, or like your man or your boyfriend with it. You may even be a divine masculine in this energy, like a masculine who loves to cook for your loved ones. You may be somebody who likes to like really cater to the people that you care about, or just people in general. Where if you see somebody like on the road looking like they're not having a good day, you might ask like, "Why are you feeling okay? Like, are you all right?" Or if you see like a child walking somewhere alone, you like go up to ask them. I do that all the time. Sometimes I think I scare the kids that haven't seen me before. Be like, I just like go up to them like, "Are you okay?" Like you check up and make sure like, "Are you okay? Are your parents around? Are you lost?" you know you may be this kind where you see somebody like in a down mood, and then you just look at them and be like, oh, smile, or don't worry, everything will be all right, or look, the sun is shining, or you just like give them, say something to uplift them. And this energy of water, this healing energy, this release and relieving energy that you carry, you're able to spread it and share it with people. You carry the energy of fire. You've learned to ignite your fire again. You've learned to relight yourself after being down and dim. And so you are able to you've gained the ability to ignite the passion in people, right? You've gained the ability to like move people to take positive action, to move people to like you know, basically like sit up and like immerse themselves in something that they love, something that they enjoy doing, something that will bring them fulfillment and help them fulfill their purpose. You've embodied the energy of earth. You've learned to grow yourself. You've learned to like grow things. You've learned to become fertile. You've learned to, develop a business. You've learned to cater for yourself. You've learned how to take yourself out of the matrix. You've learned to ground yourself and your energy. You've learned to like dig within yourself and always like find that mustard seed to sow within your soil and nurture it with your water to make it grow. And you are able to do this for others. You encourage others to grow. You give them, you are able, I'm hearing resources. You're able to open people's eyes to resources around them that can help them grow. You're able to advise people, give people good advice on how to develop their businesses and themselves. You're able to give people sound business ideas. I'm hearing developing business plans. Some you might be very good at developing business plans. You might have like a knack for, like going into like detail or like pulling out the necessary details from, a plan and laying them out and breaking it down to, kind of like, find all the different solutions and resources and tools that are needed to make it happen and putting them into reality, or basically putting that out as a blueprint to be created into the reality, or to be manifested into physical form. You carry the energy of air. You are able to inspire people. You have the ability to like ignite passion in people. With the information that you give them, you have you have the knowledge, this ancient knowledge with which you educate people through the word that you share, through the things that you do, whether it's through your writing, whether it's through your videos or the content that you create. I'm hearing a book. Somebody may have written a book, is writing a book, or will write a book. You may be in the process. For some of you, I'm hearing you are in the process of like developing this book. So it's like it's marinating the ideas at the different point for this book is like still marinating in your mind, and it's like you're co-creating with spirit. You get a few notes or ideas and inspirations, and you write them down. So some of you, this is the part of the process where you might be at right now. I'm hearing this is going to be a big inspiration to a lot of people. I'm hearing bestseller. So some of you are about to have bestsellers. I'm hearing process again. So for somebody also, this is specific. You are in the process of publishing a bestseller. Ashe. And so it is. Thank you, Spirit. You've embodied this energy of air. You've learned to harness your voice, harness your the power of your throat chakra to unblock and tap into that throat chakra power by speaking up for yourself, by being authentic, by walking in your true power, by embracing your uniqueness and expressing your true self. And you encourage people to do this. And then you have embodied spirit by connecting with your spirituality, by connecting with the universe. You've become very tapped in with source. You are a very tapped in person. I'm getting like you're very tapped in. You are very connected. I'm hearing very connected than you even know. Do you know how connected you are? For some of you, I don't think you know how connected to source you are. To be here watching this video, to find this video even shows how connected you are to source, because to be able to find the things that are meant for you or the things that you need requires connection. It takes your intuition to be at play, your mind. You have to be connected to source to get the right directions, or to even understand or hear when spirit gives you those directions, to understand the guidance that is given to you. You understand? 24 on my timer. Exactly. This balance and this balance that you carry brings stability to you and the others around you. And the 2-4 making 6, and in turn this brings harmony, peace, fulfillment. You are a beacon of light. You are a beacon of light. Oof. I'm getting a whole new line of download coming in. Help me put this to the side, Spirit. Let me go through this. Right? And then the last part of the 5 elements that you've embodied, Spirit. You have tapped in so much with Spirit, connected to yourself. For some of you, you are always praying and asking God to keep you on track and to put you to basically force you back on track if you miss your if you miss your way. It's like you pray out to Spirit and ask to always be guided. You've released control. You've released expectations of yourself, of others, and you've handed it over to Spirit. You don't try to control the things that you are not in your power anymore. When something feels beyond you, you hand it over to Spirit, you pray about it, and you have a cup of tea and relax. Let me take a sip of my tea. Mm. You've released yourself from lack mentality, which causes you to be in fear, in panic, which causes you to want to take control of everything and to have control in hopes that you'll be able to steer it to go in the way you want it to go and to reach the expectations that you have. Because you feel like if you're not in control of it, then you won't be able to make it to go well, or if it's not going to go well, then you won't be able to, try and fix it, or but all that is not up to you. If you don't know the way to it, and if you've prayed about it and still don't know the way to it, then that means the way for it is not going to be through you, but through God. God only reveals to you what you need to know in divine timing. That's why sometimes I've had people ask, like I've had an ex ask me if I had such good judgment and I was such a spiritual woman, how did I end up in such bad relationships? That's because for spiritual people, especially for divine feminines and divine masculines, especially, you will go through some of the most difficult and toxic relationships as part of your cultivation, as part of your trials to help you what? Heal and ascend. And what kind of trial would it be if God revealed to you that it was a trial? If God revealed to you right when you met that partner that, oh, he's no good, this relationship is going to be done in a year or two, or this relationship is going to be done in 6 months or 5 years, or then how would it be a trial? Some of those things are hidden from you because you're supposed to what? Go through them. You're supposed to what? Transcend. You're supposed to release the different triggers and fleeting emotions and toxic patterns that are attached to them, the codependency that you've developed with those different things. And then once you're able to do that on your own, now things begin to get much clearer and clearer and clearer. And as they get clearer now, Spirit draws you out of it. And that's when you are left with the choice to choose to leave something behind that no longer serves you, or to continue going forward because, oh, I know it's kind of toxic, but I can change it, or I know it's not so good, but it might get better, when Spirit has clearly revealed to you that you need to end it or it needs to cut short. And this energy that you carry is what has been the full element, or the full list, or the full list of ingredients. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing the recipe. You are the recipe. Those things have been the full ingredients that have led you to this energy that you now walk in. This is why you are the recipe. You have become the recipe to healing. You have become the recipe to freedom. You have become the recipe to peace. You have become the recipe to abundance. People are watching you and they're seeing how your life continues to change and evolve and get better. They see how your energy continues to feel much lighter, much brighter. They see your growth even more than you do. and they are so inspired by it. So many people want to get to know you. So many people want to get to experience you because you are a rare experience. You are a rare experience, my love. The energy that you have cultivated for yourself is so precious. Like I feel so good right now. It's like your energy feels so good, you know? Hmm. Wow. Wow. Even the people that don't like you like something about you, and they don't know why. Like the people that don't like you can admit that, oh yeah, I mean, I don't like her, but I like the fact that she's this, that, or I like the fact that he's like that and that, or I like the fact that he does that. The people that don't like you, there's still something about you they like, and they don't even know it. It's that light. And everywhere you go, you share this light, and that light, it doesn't go out. It continues to shine. Like you've been to places where people have tried to dim your light, and it didn't work because it just doesn't go out. And when the light leaves and it comes back even much brighter. When you leave these spaces and you come back shining brighter. That is why it's like people don't see you for a while, and when they see you again, they're like, oh my God, I missed you, or where have you been, or it's been so. The energy, 3131 on my timer. The energy, you are such a beautiful experience. It's an honor to be in your energy, an honor to be in your presence. Thank you so much for all the work that you've done on yourself. So, family, my beautiful family, thank you so much for all the work that you've done. Congratulations to us, my ascended masters, my glorious, glorious kings and queens, my beautiful healers. Wow. I'm going to leave this message here, and I'm so grateful to have you here with me. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Send you blessings of love and positive abundance. Have a great day.